have a gorgeous interior of your home. But when the view behind these shutters, when the view outside the window is, I was about to say ugly and then Rowan walked in.
Hey.
I don't mean that at all.
And I didn't even know you were filming.
Oh, good job.
Hi, Mum.
Good on you. Right, so what is out there right now, Rowan? What's my view?
Well, it's retainer wall and colour-bond fence.
It could be a lot sexier. Realistically, it's a little bit of a letdown. You have this gorgeous internal space, you open up these beautiful shutters, and when Rowan's not standing there, you see Besser block, untreated wall, and a colour-bond fence. So, challenge, Rowan.
Challenge me.
Challenge. I am going to challenge us to creating a view that brings in piles of space medicine. So when you feel good with the inside, you open up the shutters and you're going to feel great with what you see out there.
Let's see if we can green it up out here a little bit, hey?
Challenge accepted?
Accepted.
Let's do it.
Yes. Okay, we'll get some stuff. Okay, so here we are outside our house with the beautiful windows here looking through from the beautiful interior to grey Besser block wall with a colour-bond fence on top. And don't get me wrong, I like a good colour-bond fence. I'm also very fond of a good retaining wall, but it's not the sort of thing I want to see when I'm looking outside of my gorgeous living room. So what we're going to do here, we've got these lovely formed concrete planters. We're going to plant these out with some jasmine and some other nice flowering colourful plants and some things that give us some really beautiful smells when they're in flower. But we're going to build an espalier frame up here, and we're going to allow that jasmine to climb up it over time, obviously. And it's going to block out this view here of the fence and the retainer wall. So we get to bring the outside in to some extent as well, but we get to soften all of this out here outside the window with these beautiful plantings. Very easy, very simple thing to do. Stay tuned, we'll show you how to do it. Okay, so here we are with our espalier frames. Now we're using hardwood here that's been ripped out of a job we were doing, and we've ripped it down to size. These are about 35 by 40 odd. You can make up your own sizes, whatever's going to suit your pot size basically. So we've allowed 100mm either side inside the pot when this sits inside it, and we've just made up a very basic frame here out of the hardwood. We've just tacked it together with a couple of screws, and we've put these bits of pine offcuts from some fence palings just down at the bottom end. This will be the bit that sits in the pot, just to give it a little bit of surface area for the soil to hold it in the pot. If you don't have this opportunity, and depending on the sort of pot that you're using, you can even fix it directly to the pot through the back with some, if it's concrete masonry pots like the ones that we're using, you can actually drill through those with a masonry bit and you can fix it on. But it's not going to be carrying a great deal of weight, and if you can lean it against something like we've got here and then tie it back to the fence, that'll do all the weight carrying that you need to have it do. Okay, so now we'll stick it all together, okay? Earplugs are in. What? What did you say, Gnomes? Safety goggles are on. It's good, I can't hear it from this. And we're just tacking it together. On over this side. Right, now we're just going to run our wire through our frame. So we're using a 2mm stainless wire that you can get, we bought it on the roll here. Stainless so that it's, it's going to withstand the moisture and stuff that it's expected to get. We've got a 2mm wire, so we're going to run it through a 3mm hole in the frame, just to give it a little bit of room, so it makes it easy to thread through. And we're just going to, like lacing up a shoe, backwards and forwards across the frame. Give ourselves some slack.
Okay, I'm super pumped. This is the fun stage of the game. Now I have these amazing frames that you saw Rowan whip up for me earlier. And the most magical part about nearly all of this is these planters I found laying around the yard of this house. These frames that Rowan ripped up, literally, are from a hardwood frame of a property he's working on now. So these are recycled as well. It's like winner, winner, chicken dinner. So what we've done, if you can see, we're literally sitting them into the back side of the pot, And then we're going to be backfilling them with soil, putting in some beautiful climbers that over time will take over this entire trellis. And for some lovely variation, texture and fall, we'll be sitting these at the front of the planters. Let's do it. So we might have, oh my gosh, I'm being taken over by Jasmine. We might have the plants in the pots, but there's still some work to do. We need to untether them from their existing trellis, which shouldn't be that hard. Then we need to start to wind them around these amazing new frames we've made, which is the start of the training process of the months to come. And here is the final reveal. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you're following me on Instagram to see my latest design and reno inspiration. You can find me at Naomi Findlay Official or click the link in my description. See you soon.